And what's up, everybody at home? Here is the Vaughn for today. We're back with the Hougeki Heroes campaign. This is like episode 19 or something. Jay is running a little bit late, so he will. I would say hopefully he'll be here later. If not, I would say unfortunately we'll have to run without him at the moment. It's doing that. Oh, I forgot to turn on the Discord stream because y'all bitches need that for some reason.
Hush.
I want to see Hyper's face.
Okay, that's fair.
Exactly. I like seeing.
Like
seeing my face. There you go. Hi, you get to see my face and Hedge's face. I always get that messed up because on my camera it's on this side. It's right there on my screen. So I'm used to pointing this way for that, but in reality I need to point down there because of that.
Down here, this way. This.
All right, gang. But yeah, like I said, tonight Jay is running a little bit late. Hopefully he'll join us later. But currently we do have Pod, Jose, Phil, and Hedge. And yeah, that's where we are. But last time on Hougeki Heroes campaign, the trials, it's basically the adventures of the regulators. The gang just was sent on a job to Gualryn, the Twin River City, and the home of one Varys Rivers. They went into the guild and met Varys' old buddy Johnny, who is one of the few second citizens that is considered competent by the other guilds and by Varys. With his sweet Cajun tones, he managed to get everybody to like him very quickly. They stopped by the Pale Dancer, which we are actually going to go back to here in a second and re-roleplay something. That way Pod can get it done there. And then they went in deeper into Gualryn, explored the city a little bit before they ran into Vanna's concert, where they met the second savant, Vanna Zilta, the leader of the second citizens, who performed this basically epic Lindsey Sterling-esque violin solo, flying through the air while dancing and whatnot, before they met her and realized that she's a complete bitch. Went back to the guild hall, she gave them the job, and then on top of that, the guys all went out, or the Martial Mad Lads went out to the Temple of Veyron, where they had a conversation, where they met up with the High Priest of Veyron and Varys' old buddy Chaz, the Chad himself.
I love that name. That's the stupidest thing I ever thought of, and it's the greatest thing.
It's amazing. And on top of that, Varys had a conversation, particularly with Chaz, about everything that's going on. And he told him that he hadn't seen his mom in a little bit. But from there, they went back to the guild hall, and Finn had a dream of a wild, lush land that is completely unfamiliar to him, and a voice basically saying that they'll be watching him. And now we're going to backtrack a little bit. Y'all are going to be inside, let's say going back to being inside of the Pale Dancer, where you have met Cassandra, the shopkeeper there.
All right.
So yeah, so we'll start that over. They are very and whatnot. You Pinky, you looking for anything?
First of all, don't call me Pinky. Second of all, you got anything for less than 200 gold?
I got a couple things for that. If only I had a little bit more, I could actually get this fucking bow off my hands.
I'm working on it.
Tell you what.
And trust me, I'll be talking to you. I'll be talking to you about that bow after I'm done with this job.
Well, in that case, the bow. Let's say she pulls out a +1 longbow. When you get the money, this is 600 gold. I can't get rid of the damn thing because none of the citizens want to use an actual weapon.
600 isn't bad. I was expecting that to be a lot steeper. Okay.
I can't
But,
get
yeah,
rid of it. I have to sell it sometime.
Fair enough.
Yeah, most of what
Boss man, DM. Is
So-
there a inventory list around here, or
Yes, it is right here. And also in Hougeki Heroes chat is a
Okay,
picture of
massively
Cassandra.
Massively appreciate it. Thank you. Okay.
A lot.
Yeesh. Well, I could get one thing. I could. I'm thinking about getting the scroll of enhanceability. What do the other players think? I could
Obviously.
send everyone a quick little thing on what it does, but basically it's a second level spell that lasts for an hour if I'm concentrating on it. My choice, advantage on any kind of check that y'all need to make, Constitution, Strength. Some of the other effects also have little bonuses, but I can just send the spell ability
Yep.
in the
Oh.
Discord.
Basically, the spell is as Pod said, concentration, 1 hour. You get advantage on, say one person gets advantage on one check of the caster's choice. And if you do Constitution check, you get 2d6 temporary hit points. If it's Strength, your carrying capacity doubles. If it is Dexterity, you don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less. And that's the only ones that get bonuses.
Unfortunately.
That is kind of nice. The one action casting
Yeah.
time, and for a
Yeah,
duration of 1 hour. That's not a bad. That's a pretty nice spell.
It will be 200
For
gold for
a-
the scroll.
Okay, just 200? Nice. Okay, I thought I was gonna be flat broke after this. Nah, just kinda broke.
And you can use it on yourself too, right? That's like really nice.
Oh yeah. One creature I touch. It's one of those touch things,
Mm.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a really nice spell. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, I think it's up to you, Pod. If you want to grab it, go right ahead.
I well, that bow is only 600 gold, and I was one to get that scroll of conjure animals at some point in time. I'll still go ahead and get the scroll of enhanceability.
And we should be getting 2,000 gold after we're
Yep,
done with this
2K.
mission, so we should.
Yeah.
Okay.
2,000. Hot damn.
So
Yep.
we should be. You should be good for the longbow then. I think.
So with that, mark 200 gold off of your inventory.
Already done.
All right, and with that, is that all you wanted to do at the Pale Dancer?
Yep. I'm satisfied.
All right, then we'll say we went through. Everybody got a good night's sleep through. What's up?
I'm sorry. Sorry. Would they sell maps?
The guild has maps.
Okay, yeah. I'll just ask for a map the next time I'm at the guild.
Yep, and that is actually where y'all stayed the night. Y'all stayed at Twice Home.
Okay.
Which is this. Which you can notice, like, also, let's see. How about everybody rolls me insight checks?
Oh, insight.
Okay.
Yeah. Every time you say the word inside hose, it's like yes. This is
16, 17, 10.
Give me 1 second. Inside. 11.
Okay. So yeah, y'all basically notice that it's like there's a lot of people who seem to be performers or things you don't really like. Just like walking through, y'all kind of stick out a little bit because it's not everybody that's really fighters around. Out of the whole guild that you've seen, maybe only about like 3 or 4 that you can find, including Johnny.
I'm kind of used to being the sore thumb.
Not like that. More so like everybody's kind of like giving you like cross-eyed kind of looks. So you and Josaku would absolutely notice that there are some of them that are like judging a couple of your fashion choices. They're particularly judging you, Josaku. Amelie's, they're actually saying like, "Ooh, that's a pretty dress." Things like that. But yeah, all right, everyone, the day is yours. What would you like to do in the Twin Rivers City?
I think what is it? We've talked to Pastique and what Chaz they said best bet is to go to the Undercity. And Wars thinks he knows some. He might be able to talk to a few friends and figure some stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and the name that whatchamacallit that Chaz gave me was Anders, one of his childhood friends. Would I know where Anders is out
No.
of the Undercity? Would I not know anywhere down there where they would probably hang out?
It's been months, dude. I mean, you know the places you'd hang out, but you don't know if they're there.
What would be like the most common place they would hang out?
Probably in this small, say this small like abandoned building, just off the main street in the Undercity.
Was there like a bar or something they used to frequent a lot?
I wouldn't say as much as of a bar. I mean, it's like there's of course like various taverns and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the biggest one is called the Underbelly. So
Just like I'm trying to figure out where he would go to try and figure out where they are. If he knows if there's someone he could talk to and be like, "Have you guys seen them?"
roll me a. Mm, roll me a history check. Let's just say that one.
Bro, I have a -2 to history.
Don't worry, I got you. Just 0.
0.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't really think of anything in particular because y'all went around to a bunch of different places all the time. It was more so trying to make sure that none of the guards could like really stick you to one place.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Okay. There's one place I think they might be hanging out at. My friends might be hanging out at. Then they might know something about this. And that's the abandoned house you said.
Mm-hmm.
Could I lead the group there?
Yeah. Can
If the
absolutely
group
start
is
saying
down.
that. On your way out, we'll say that we'll say Amelie asked for a map.
Right. I was actually wondering if I could talk. Does she prefer Vana or Vanity?
Vanna.
Vanity is the
Vanna.
nick
Okay.
is the
I would
whole
highly
nickname.
advise not calling her Vanity to her face.
Yeah, Vanity is the
Okay.
nickname, like
Like, please try not to, directly insult the most powerful bard on the Eastern Continent to her face.
What do you mean? That's Yago.
Okay. I was actually going to see where she was and talk to her about like the specifics of this job because I, as a player, am kind of completely in the dark.
So with that, Vanna said that basically there was gang violence that had progressed from small time stuff like vandalism, theft of property, things like that, of just general annoyance to somebody died. Like a guy basically had his chest caved in with a hammer or something like that.
Okay. I'm guessing if I talk to her, then she wouldn't be like, I couldn't present myself to her and be like, how can I specifically, how could you use my specific talents to your benefit in this situation? That kind of thing.
Her response
Does
would
that
be
make sense at all?
probably based off the vibe you got from her. You assume that you're not really going to get anything helpful from her because she didn't really like tell you anything specific to do. She just said get rid of them. She like didn't give you like any advice or anything like that. Just
Okay. Do you think she'd be willing to? That was my plan.
I mean, you can try it.
All right. I'm going to make this known to my party. Everyone, I'm going to Lady Vanna's office. I'll see you momentarily. Shouldn't take that long.
You'd probably have better luck than the rest of us, so good luck.
I will take that as a compliment. Thank you.
It was a compliment.
All right. You go up, knock on the door. Enter.
I open the door. I introduce myself. I know we've met before, but I wasn't exactly in the clearest state of mind. I should reintroduce myself. I am Amelie Rotier. You might be familiar with the name. Argus, I'm sure, has given you a rundown of everyone's special talents.
I didn't look at it.
I'm
Gosh.
This
Well-
bitch, dude.
I was told you could do your job. I was told that you could say that you could help get this get the scum out of my city. Plastique is the
I-
one who who would have more information on things if you were looking to get advice.
Such an asshole.
By the way,
You
you
don't
know
have any-
she's
you don't
not
have-
really like looking over like papers and whatnot. She's basically tuning a violin.
Okay, so I'm guessing you wouldn't have any tactical advice for this situation. I should talk to Plastique for anything like that then.
If I knew where they were, they wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I do have a bit of an affinity for nature. I can summon a pack of bloodhounds if needed. Eagles, burrowing snakes.
We've tried dogs before. It didn't really work out well. It
Worth a
ended up to
suggestion.
a literal 4-foot tall pile of shit.
Well, that's how these things go, anyway. I'll say business is adjourned and get out of your hair. Oh, and I should say it was nice to see you again. If my memory serves, I might have seen one of your concerts when I was younger. Too young to really remember the whole gist of everything, but I remember your voice distinctly. The way you're able to project it so far to the back to the whole audience, the pitch and the range, how you're able to utilize the vibrato. I just, you really gave everyone in that audience a once in a lifetime experience.
Oh, do
Most
keep
people
going.
don't survive the wail of a banshee, and yet everyone got to walk out of that hallway to listen to your voice for another day. I put my hands on her desk and kind of pout my lips a little bit before adding, "The gods do hate their children, don't they, little vanity?" And with that, I walk out the door.
Actually, no, you don't.
Fair enough.
Oh, she's gonna cast a spell.
Let's see. Which one is she going to use? Roll me a.
God, I love Amelie Pod.
Amelie's so good.
It was so
Oh,
fucking
gee.
good.
Okay. Roll me a. Let me find the one that I think to use. Yeah. All right, that one is a wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty. Why?
That does not meet the 21 save DC,
Huh?
as she casts
What?
Dominate Person on you. And you are suddenly frozen.
How many person look? Oh, okay.
I prefer people let me know first before they start casting spells on me.
You can't talk.
Fascinating.
Yep, you are basically like under her complete control. She's saying, sit there and be quiet, little tiefling.
Oh, she's racist as well.
No, she's not. Amelie is a tiefling. What?
Dude, people just
That
don't go
kind of threw
around
me off
banning-
because that came out of like literally like you just pulled that one out your ass.
Dude, people just don't go around calling people other races like that.
Yes, they do. Well, I mean, in this world they do when like there's like various other things. I don't know where you think you are. I don't know where you think where you think you come from. I don't care what your last name is. You're in my house. Here I am queen. And with that, will not call me that to my face. You're lucky I was in a good mood before you walked in here. Else we could make else this could be very embarrassing for you. Now get out of my office and stay out of my office. As you
No promises.
nope, you don't get to talk because she told you to shut up. As Amelie marches out the door, out of Twice Home, just walking straight past you guys.
Amelie, is everything okay?
No
I'm
response.
glad I got that off my chest. I hate that.
Insight roll?
Still?
Yep, still.
I mean, the range is 60
Can I
feet.
insight roll?
Insight roll. You don't even know. Amelie's obviously under some kind of spell.
I just go and like grab Amelie's arm and like stop her from walking too far off. Everything okay, Amelie?
I'm glad I got that off my chest. I'm considering quitting.
What happened?
Nobody waves their little magical fingers at me without letting me know first, okay? I can't stand that shit. My father used to do that to me all the time. Drives me nuts.
Yeah, but your dad has a
Oh.
save DC of like 14. Vanna's is 21.
Then good old Vanity cast a spell on you.
Not like it even matters. I got to play my little joke. I had my fun.
As long I do enjoy people pissing off Vanna, so as
You
long as you
also-
had fun.
It's easy to do. It is so easy to do. My goodness. All I had to do was color a banshee and it worked.
Should we be
And we just-
seeing this?
I
in
started.
here?
Oh, I just started walking off. I mean, she's
Y'all are
already
right
walking.
outside the guild at this point, so like, there may be someone who's like, if they're staying nearby, it's like, no wonder she cast a spell on you. Like, kind of like to themselves.
I'm really tempted just to take off my disguise hat in front of those people and just be like. But
Right.
But
You
yeah, I'm ready to get this over with. I'm ready to take my money from her. And I'm ready to leave this town. It's a wonderful place, but unfortunately the memories have been tainted. I give him my big toothy grin that I usually give folks when I'm trying to freak them out.
Who, the people? Like the
Yeah.
person sitting there?
Varys while I'm talking to him.
some people do leave an impression. The city's nice, so hopefully I'll get to show you the better parts as I lead them to the
Hopefully.
Undercity.
Yep.
Hopefully. This should be so much fun. I've been looking forward to a little Varys and Am's time.
I will
Slug him in
say,
the shoulder one good time.
I will say only one thing. The place we're going, they tend to not like rich people.
So? I can tone it down.
I know you can. I'm just letting you know in advance. If some of them seem like assholes, it's probably because most of them have lived in poverty their entire life, and then there's people like Vanna around. So most of them are well-meaning people. It's just I don't want you to think that they're doing something. It's just,
Tensions
Them-
are tight. I understand. I can behave. Believe it or not.
I know you can. I just I just want to let you know because like there's a bunch of assholes in the city, and it pisses people off. And sometimes they might try to take it on people like you for no reason. So yeah, I'll just lead
I'll
them
be
to.
fine. You know I can defend myself.
Yeah, I'm more worried about other people than I am about you. I think you'll be completely fine.
You're the best. I'm so glad I got to meet you. All right, let's get this over
Yeah.
with. I want to go home.
That's bad. And I lead them into the Undercity, and
Alright, well, it's gonna take y'all about...
I take off my hat as you start
Walking,
going
I'll say
into-
it takes y'all about an hour to walk to the other side of the city.
Is there any way we can get
Alright.
there faster? Like,
I
or I
mean,
guess we could walk, and I
I'll-
could show.
I was
You
going
got
to
it.
ask if anything eventful happens.
Yeah, and I
Well,
could just show
during
them the
this hour.
site as we're walking.
yeah, you'll get to walking past, you'll get to see, various parts of the city. Let me just show the city at large. Here we go. It's a big ass
Yeah,
city.
Momente por favores.
Yeah, Marsh is just gonna give a running commentary
Ooh.
of the city, and he's like, "So this is where I beat up a bunch of Siths one day when they tried to jump me off the pit fight."
Ooh, if I had a camera, I'd be taking pictures.
Yeah, and this restaurant right here, my friends and I used to steal food out of the back because they made really good food, but they also wouldn't give us any. So we started stealing shit. Yeah, then I just hide at a bunch of places. Is the pit fighting ring in the Undercity?
The pit fighting ring is in Midtown.
Midtown.
It's just
Okay.
outside of the slums.
I was so hyped to see the fighting pit. Like,
I will take you there because I want to go before we leave.
Bloody bastard.
I want to go to a fight before we leave. So we'll stop by there as well. But figure let's get the mission wrapped up first, get our money, and then just enjoy. So yeah, just I'll lead them to the Undercity and towards the old house that I know we used to live in, like we used to hide in.
All right, we'll say it takes you about an hour. You'll have various things. We'll say Varys, given you're leading the way, roll me a d20.
D20. 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, it's just you're walking by. You notice a couple things. You've taken off the hat of disguise at some point. You're starting to get, and slowly as you notice, the more you go in the direction that he's taking you, the less nice it gets. Like,
so it has a bit of its own, unique smells. C'est la vie.
You don't have to be that nice. This is the slums. This is where.
Okay, this place sucks. I want to leave. There's shit on my shoes. I want to leave.
It's not that bad yet.
Yeah.
I didn't mean literal shit, but
No. It gets worse. There'll be
no. Y'all are going by Midtown at this point. The part of the city y'all are in, y'all didn't go by the Bloody Bastard just because it was a little bit out of the way. Y'all wanted to cut a straight path. One thing that you did see on the way though was actually the council building, which looks.
I flip it off as I walk by.
Like this.
Ooh, how angular.
I can't see it for some reason.
It's in the Hougeki Heroes game log.
Oh, thank you. Dude, that's really nice. Yeah, flip it off.
Yeah, flip it off. Flip all the birds. Flip the birds.
Warren's just mad. He's like, that's all the rich. Fuck him.
No, but specifically that's what
I'm gonna join in.
I make an attempt to flip it off as well.
All right, hey, everyone, roll me a perception check.
You make an attempt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, fucking finally a good roll for tonight.
Ooh.
I hate myself. It's the same thing I got the last time.
You so bad. I feel so bad for you. God, you have such high rolls too, modifiers too.
But yeah, everybody sees basically off in the distance. Some guard is like, "What the fuck, bro?"
And
I give him 2.
I just give him a salute and I just walk off.
He flips you back off. It's like, what the fuck? Fuck you too.
This poor random guard's like, what the fuck did I do to deserve this?
Yeah, he's like, what? Y'all all flipping me off? What the fuck?
Nothing.
I like how Jose said Josaku made an attempt to flip them off. Was it hard for Josaku to put the middle finger up, Jose? Was it taking him some time?
Yes.
Jesus, y'all. Y'all are something else sometimes. I hope y'all know that.
Is Finn here with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's here with you. What the fuck?
Sure. Yeah, I'm just an adult, dude.
I really want to put you into a locker some days, Finn, and today is one of those days.
Finn, that wasn't said as Finn. That wasn't said as Finn. That was Phil saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Screw you, Phil.
Heck,
Phil.
I'm like, nah, we ain't playing like that, motherfucker.
But yeah, I just keep going, I guess.
Yeah, so we'll say eventually y'all get down to, I'll say, I'm trying to remember what I said. You'll get, down towards the end of Midtown, where you notice it's not that bad, per se, but you notice that it's starting to get a little bit worse the more you go. And then there's this section where there's almost this elevator contraption, and it's pretty dark down there.
Right, get her.
All
Get
right.
in.
So you notice that there's an older drow there. All right. You're going down.
Yep.
All right, get on. And you notice like there's a couple people going down too. There's not that many, just because y'all are doing this early in the morning, so it's mostly like people coming up to work. And that as you notice that he's basically cranking it, waiting for the elevator to come up. And then you see a couple people come out, because at this point it's like, I'd say it's probably about like 10:30, 10:45, give or take, equivalent, because I'm assuming y'all all got up around like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Did some stuff like that. Took a couple minutes to like see the sights in various places, basically about like 30 minutes and whatnot, and then you'll wait in on Amelie and whatnot and stuff in the saying the thing. So 10:45, say 10:30, 11 o'clock is about where it'd be, and some people are still like coming up. That way they have like midday jobs and whatnot they can go to. And you notice everyone looks kind of not as well off when they cross it. You see a couple people have like torn clothing. Amelie, you notice a couple of them like smell a little bit compared to what you're used to. Varys, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
This is just home. Yeah.
It's
This is
just
the
home. This is
normal
how
day.
shit is.
Damn. This is where you grew up?
Finn, this is reminding you of Girdishell.
This is where I spent from
And not
the
in a
age
good
of
way.
8 up until a few months ago. Yeah. And yeah, it's not the greatest, but
Right.
you make do. As we head down, I toss the old man a gold coin.
Much obliged. As he
I've
cranks it
probably
down.
I've probably seen this old man a bunch too.
Roll me a history check.
Bro, it's like my first fucking roll. 15, thank God.
15. Okay, the DC was
Yeah.
low, but yeah. We'll say that this guy's name is Josiah.
Josiah.
Oh, and y'all called him like Old Man Josiah because like even for an elf, he's fucking old.
Yeah, so I just toss him a gold coin, just like
Oh, I
seeing-
forgot to swap it. We'll say that. I'll say as then you see it start to track down, track down, track down. Welcome to the Undercity.
Ooh.
I like. Oh, dude, I kind of like the look of it. It gives me Zon vibes from Arcane a bit,
It's supposed to.
and also Bloodborne vibes.
Well, it's a picture from Thief.
Oh,
The Thief games are really good in terms of art, so it works.
man, this is
Damn!
a shithole.
Way to be dark and depressing, Phil.
What did Phil say?
The lyrics to Playground, dude.
I know, I'm joking.
I love that song.
I just
Ooh,
like
I see the little thief watermark.
Yeah, it's at the bottom left.
yeah, I think when I get that, when we get to the like down on the Undercity, like Mars, just like, God, it's such a shithole, but it's nice to be home.
Amelie, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
No,
Okey-dokey.
you're not making her have to roll a con save.
Wait for it. I want to see what the result of
Nat
this is.
20. Fuck you.
Oh,
Fuck you.
There we
Oh,
go. There we go.
oh,
It's
oh,
fine.
oh,
It smells bad, but you're fine. I was also only 3 or lower would have gotten you in trouble.
It doesn't
Okay.
smell that bad.
Amelie's fucking rich. She's
That's
not
fair.
used to this.
I also have experience with animals. I know they excrete.
Who said it was animals?
Thankfully, I didn't have to.
Oh.
Because I didn't.
Lord.
Does it look like as you walk
What? I
through
couldn't
the
have had like
Undercity-
a pony or something growing up.
No, I do. I think what he's saying is the excretion in the Undercity isn't Animal
It isn't.
excretion.
It isn't only animals.
no. And that's it. He's talking about.
Gonna keep my hand on my blade handle here.
That's a good.
Uh-huh.
That's a good idea.
As you notice, like also there are a couple guards down here, but there's much less presence than there is above. You notice most of them look like they really don't want to be here. And as you go around, everything looks really kind of is shady, a little bit like, run down kind of thing. It's more like people live here because they have to, not because they want to. I need everyone in the party to roll me perception checks.
Hougeki.
10.
Dirty 20. Why couldn't I have gotten this earlier?
I can't believe that Pod rolled 2 9s on stuff like resisting a dominate person, and then perceiving the
this.
guy at the place, but then rolled a natural 20 on not to throw up say for Amelie not to throw up in her mouth at the smell of elven shit, and then a dirty 20 on perception in the Undercity. You said you rolled a 10. Okay, well, good thing for you, Hedge, is that Varys' DC was 10. Most of the stuff you're able to find your way pretty easily. Everyone around you guys are just basically like noticing like little things about the environment, little things here and there, just streets to avoid. You notice a couple people that look kind of shady that you think like, okay, let's keep away from there. And then you notice a couple of buildings down there. None of the shops look as fancy and whatnot. You see a couple of street vendors mostly. Most people look like they are armed in some way, but it's like hodgepodge weaponry. It's more like shivs, like bats made out of like broken table legs, things like that. It's much more like improvised and not well-made weaponry. If somebody does have like a sword or a dagger or whatnot, it's pretty shitty. Jirasaku, you would especially notice with the 24 that the workmanship of almost everything down here is just dog shit. In terms of the weapons and whatnot.
Do I or do we notice people like looking at us?
I would say with most of those rolls, for everyone except for Varys and Finn, you would notice that they're particularly looking at the turtle, the pink tiefling, and the purple armored imperial. Like a couple people, like you see some whispering off on the side. So yeah.
They don't look at the huge crowd. I'm just curious. If they don't, that's good for me.
Like they kind of side eye, but they don't really care. You for once you don't stand out.
Just let's go.
I don't know. Maybe the person that's Pepto Bismol pink will stand out.
That's fair. Dude, I can finally roll or like have an easy stealth DC people.
I did not say that.
All
right. So yeah, where y'all headed?
I think I said I wanted to go to our old hideout.
Okay. We'll say that takes you about 20 minutes to get there from the elevator. Walking slow, trying to avoid some alleyways. Well, actually, we'll say half an hour, because the fact you wanted to avoid some alleyways, so it's like, don't go down that alleyway, you'll get mugged. Don't go out down that alleyway. There's a sewage drain pipe down there. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get there, and to you guys, it looks like some old abandoned building. It looks like it might have at one point been like a storefront or something, but the windows are all boarded up. The door is locked. Pieces of wood hanging outside the front. Piece of metal just kind of like standing up against the side of the building.
Would I know how to get into it even if the door is locked?
Yes, you know that the piece of metal is covering up a hole.
I just move it aside.
All right.
Do I know if there's any traps or anything inside?
There's not.
In the pub? Okay.
Y'all aren't trapping the place.
Oh,
Making a hell of a pain in the ass to come hang out.
That's true.
Yeah, you want. So you go in, and I'm assuming everybody else is following him.
Yes.
Of course.
All right, this one I specifically need investigation checks about the building.
All right.
Put everything in here.
Nat 20. Oh, thank God.
21.
Thank God. Because that might
Okay.
helping.
Also, you don't have to roll for Chester. With that, yeah. All of those rolls are really good. So everyone but Josaku really notices like almost everything about the building. But everyone notices this place looks like it hasn't been touched in a while. There's a couple months worth of dust around in here. You notice like little scratches on the wall. At one point, on one side, you actually notice that there. I will say that Finn notices this on one side. Little marks that get higher and higher and higher and higher until they get up to above your head. And when you like rub your finger up against the dust, you knock a little bit of it off the wall, and it says Varys.
Huh.
And a couple of them other ones say Azura.
Wait, is it the height?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Ah,
cute.
yeah, I was
Aw.
kind of short as a kid until I hit my growth spurt. And then I just fucking grew real fast. Doesn't look like anyone's in here, right?
It doesn't look like anyone's been in here for months.
Ah,
Hmm.
I'm not sure where else they would be. Would I know anywhere else, Hunter? Or would
I mean, there's
would
plenty
be
of
like-
places around. This is the most frequent place y'all went to. Odd, what were you gonna say?
I was going to ask if I'm sorry. If
Go ahead, Paul.
Varys, are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to ask if I could use a conjure animals spell to summon some bloodhounds or something like that. Sniff out some clues.
You could try it, yeah.
Okay, couldn't hurt.
No, couldn't hurt at all. It's better than us just mindlessly walking around the city.
All right, let me look at the. Okay, 8 beasts of challenge rating 1/4 or lower. Hell, I could summon my wargs again. Do they have keen sense or keen smell? I think they do.
I don't know.
Yeah, give me just a second because I don't think wargs have keen perception or whatever it's called.
I think they do. Let me double check.
They do actually.
that's-
Keen hearing and smell.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, they have keen hearing and smell.
All right, I'm bringing my puppies out, and I'm gonna see if they can sniff out any whatever it is we're looking for. I'm sorry, I'm still a little bit
No.
confused. Criminals. We're looking for criminals, basically.
So we're looking for the gangs, particularly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say right now, Varys appears to be looking for his friends, but your job is to find the gangs that did this. The Deep, the
Right.
Finns, and I don't remember the other one off the top of my
The
head.
deep, the fins, and the oars, right?
Oars, you're right.
Yes. And I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you this part. I would have told the group in private the reason he wants to find his friends is because he feels like they would either know something, and he's also worried that his friends might be part of one of the gangs. He is a bit worried. So he wants to get to them first before anyone else does.
All right. With my warg summoned, I'm gonna turn to Varys. If you have anything that marks their scent, that would be really helpful right now.
The only thing I would have is the jacket that I used to wear, but because that was something from Missouri, but like I've worn that jacket for so long. I doubt there's any scent other than mine. We can give it a try, but I
Couldn't
think,
hurt.
yeah, like I give it to her, and I'm like it could hurt, yeah, but like I think the only scent on this is mine at this point.
So with that, the orcs then do all immediately basically start gathering around you.
Okay, so I kind of lost. I'm not sure where exactly to go.
So you'll do notice around the room there are just like little things around, like little bits of like stuff where it looks like people have tinkered with it over a couple months. Especially
Okay.
with your high perception checks, sorry, with your high investigation checks. I mean, again, y'all got like high enough that. Hedge, remind me what you rolled on the investigation.
Not 20.
Not 20. Okay. So with that, especially with the wargs there now, let me actually look something up here.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie, I didn't prep for this part. So okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You know that Mara loved to tinker with stuff a little bit, and it does look like there are some little bits of something that was tinkered with over on the side.
Would I realize that this is something Anders might have done?
No, it wasn't Ander, it was Mara.
Mara, okay. Okay. I don't want to touch it just so I don't get my sin, and I just show them. I think this is one of my friend's items. Could the Vogs maybe sniff this? Get a sent off this.
Get to it,
Roll,
boys.
roll me and let's say roll. How many works are there? 4.
4.
Roll me an investigation check at advantage 4 times.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, so what is that? 8 rolls?
Just right click and do advantage. I said right click the roll and
Okay.
actually no, not let's say perception. Let's say perception. You could just take the perception rolls and roll them at advantage because I know the warlocks have perception right there.
Okay, so
23.
that is 1 roll.
Roll out of the gate.
25. Okay.
25. Even better roll out of the gate.
22. Okay.
Hang a roll out of the gate.
Damn.
That was not for you, by the way. That was for the wargs. So those are actually that
Yes.
highest one is a 21.
Oh. I see. I misunderstood.
Yep. No, those are all for the warg. So okay, 21 on the highest roll. That's still pretty good. So with that, in particular, they start sniffing around, and then one of them, the biggest one, nudges the others and starts like tracking outside of the building a little bit.
Yep. Follow the walks.
Let's get going. Seems like
Go.
I think we got a trail.
So starts tracking it a little bit outside the building, and
I make
then
sure to lock everything up before I leave.
So you do that, and then with that you'll start following it through. You go a little bit. Pod, can you roll me stealth checks for the wargs?
Yes. That is that's a +1.
Because they are doing this in the
Um,
middle of a major city with wargs.
Okay.
These are not dogs,
that's
these are
true.
wargs. If you would like to retcon it, we can say that these are dogs instead.
I didn't think about. For one, I didn't think about how I actually rolled that. For 2, wow, just wow.
If you would very much like to, if you would like to retcon it to dogs or wolves or like some form of like dogs, I will let you do that.
Yeah, because I got a 1, I got an 8.
Well,
I got
also
another 8.
dogs wouldn't have the
got a-
guards up your ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wargs will.
Yeah.
Because somebody's gonna start like looking at those and start screaming, "Wargs!" in like the middle of the city, and then guards are gonna come running in, and y'all are gonna have like just a bunch of blades pointed your direction.
But my babies.
Yes, but the babies
Fine.
aren't exactly great for the middle of a major city.
Fine.
And the people just don't realize how great the walks are.
Yeah, because to them, wargs are considered monsters that try to eat people. But yeah, we'll say
I
that
feel
with these
just
I
bloodhounds.
say we deal with the guards.
We're not fighting people for no reason. It's like
So then you'll start to do that. Starts to track up, and then you start to take some side streets. Most people that would like be standing on the side streets, they're kind of just looking at you in awe, like kind of going, "What the fuck?" As much like they're not messing with you because they're curious as to what's happening. And then you'll see they start to lean out, and then they go out into a street where you see they're headed in the direction of a big building, the biggest building you've probably seen in the underground. I'll say in the Undercity. You see a building that you know very well, Varys.
What's the building?
This big ass bar called the Underbelly.
Yeah.
And before they get to the door, a sizable drow, not as big as Varys, but a sizable one, stops in front of the dog. He's like, "Not a fucking chance.
What's up?
These yours?
Mm-hmm.
They're not going inside. No dogs in the bar." As you see a sign behind him, he says, "No animals in the bar."
Can we leave them outside, Emily? I think we should be good in here.
They are my emotional support companions. I need them.
I don't give a shit. It's not worth my job.
All right. Well, I'll be outside.
A bouncer, by the way, Finn. I say Phil, you're talking to a bouncer.
How much is worth your job?
Yeah, you ain't got it. I'm not letting dogs in because also they would immediately get thrown out. It's not that kind of thing. Somebody sees it, say the guys inside will just pick them up and throw them out too. So it's more so like I'm saving you the trouble because I also don't want it up my ass too.
I can just
Oh.
wait outside.
Are you sure? I would rather.
Yeah, it's fine. Y'all go ahead. It's not that. It can't be that important anyway.
Okay. I don't know if it's a good idea splitting the party up. This is like hedge stalking. Yeah. Okay. If you're okay with it, Pod, are you sure you don't want to come in? But then you have to dispel the
Yeah,
dog.
I'm pretty sure.
All right.
I mean, I already went through the trouble of bringing them out and,
Mhm.
and changing them, and no.
Yeah. I'm gonna head on in with anyone else who wants to come in.
I'll head on in as well.
All right. So y'all go in, and if any of y'all have seen Arcane, this basically looks like Vander's bar. Yeah, I mean, this part is kind of based a little bit on Bilgewater. Oh, sorry, not Bilgewater, on Zon.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
yeah.
was,
Yeah,
I
okay,
was,
I'm glad I stayed outside.
I was wondering if you would do this. I was thinking about it today.
Yeah, I just watched Arcane the other day for this reason, motherfucker.
Yeah. I walk in and like first thing I do is I'm looking. I'm looking for people I know.
Roll me a perception check at advantage. And Finn and Josaku, you can also roll me it. By the way, he also pointed out Chester. What form is Chester in?
Would it
He's
just be?
squirrel right now?
Squirrel. Where was he when you walked up?
Probably on my shoulder.
Okay, he would have pointed out the squirrel too, said you can't take the squirrel in either.
I'll pop him out of existence.
Okay, that works.
11 for me.
Regular perception for us, right?
Yes. That was an advantage, Hedge?
Yeah, I rolled bad. I rolled a 7 and a 4.
I
Okay.
got you.
So within you do notice that the bartender is probably the only person you recognize, just because like again it's a hubbub and you're just more so like basking in everything around. You see like a couple guys that like look remotely familiar, but you don't know their names or anything. But you do notice the bartender, Grenzo.
I make a beeline for Grenzo.
Welcome to the underbelly. What are you having? By the way, while this is going on, Josaku, you notice just like a couple things around. You notice that there are a couple people like hanging to the edges of the bar that kind of look shady as shit. Like a couple people, like one person has their hood up. One person is over there with like specifically their back turned as if they're like not avoiding it. Couple guys like staring straight at you in particular. No, sorry, no, this is Finn noticing that, not Josaku.
Yeah, it was like Josaku rolled an 8.
Yeah, no, this is Finn noticing this, not Josaku. And by the way, they're not staring at Finn; they're staring at Josaku.
Okay. Once I get to it, does Grenzo recognize me?
Let's go to. Hey, you run!
One and only. Do you know where my friends are, Grenzo?
Well, Big Man back in town can't even say hi to the bartender. I see how it is.
I'll stop by in a bit. I just want to talk to Zora.
Oh, I mean, you just immediately asked. You didn't even say hello back.
Fine. Hi, Grenzo. How are you?
Hi, Varys. I'm doing pretty good.
I pop 5 gold on the account, and I'm like, can I get a beer for me and my friends, please?
Shit. Okay, I'll get you the actually decent stuff. As you see him basically like walk back behind the door for a second before he pops out like this smaller cask of actually like you'll notice like this is actually some decent beer looking here. Like most of the things around, you can tell kind of shitty stuff. This stuff actually looks pretty decent.
Actually, I don't drink alcohol. Can I just have some water, please?
Easy enough. You say what?
Same for me.
Your new friends aren't as fun as your old ones.
No, don't worry. They can still be really fun. Do you know where Azura? Have you seen any? Is Mara in here?
I ain't seen the little tinkerer in a little bit. Ander came in a couple weeks ago though.
Are you sure Mara isn't in here?
I mean, you look around, there's easily like 50 people in this bar. This is a big building and there's a lot of people in it even this early. You could tell like this is more of like a lot of the ne'er-do-wells. This is more of an establishment where everybody just goes. Like this is like a home away from home for most of the people around the Undercity. And it's like, do you think I can honestly keep track of how many people come in here on a daily basis? Half the Undercity basically lives here, dude.
I don't blame you. Well, it's been a while, so I want to see them. I don't know where the fuck they are.
Yeah, like I said, last one I remember seeing was Ander. Came in about 2 weeks ago. Apparently
See,
spray painted the side of some building. Got in trouble with the guards.
sounds like him. Did he see where he was?
He didn't say where he was going. You know how that is around here. You don't ask questions you don't want to say you don't need to know the answers to. And that way you don't get that way you don't get shanked. Also, it's always good to be the guy who pours the drinks.
Yeah.
Tell you what though. As he's looking around, it's like, as he leans in close, you're aware that your friends have thrown in with some bad stuff, aren't you?
Might have heard a few rumors, and I'm not too happy with them because they're not the one.
Yeah,
I've heard rumors.
I guess the fins, the oars, and the deep.
I heard about them.
Just because I don't ask questions doesn't mean I don't hear. I will say, especially given the fact that your friends didn't drink, I'll say this about Pays usually say for me to break silence. Yeah. Where uh where it is that a couple of them are with the fins. But the one that is supposedly causing the most trouble and getting the most guards down here up our ass is the deep. The oars are small fries. Nobody around here actually cares. It's basically a bunch of street rats around here, but you know the type, the ones that actually are not worth anything. They're just the ones who talk louder. So as a result, they draw attention there. Fins and the deep are the two that really need to worry about. But you ask me, the deep are the ones that to really be worried about. No one knows who runs them. That's the weird part.
Zero wasn't supposed to do anything stupid while I was gone.
He always was the smart one out of you two.
That's what I'm afraid of. She was the smart one.
Hopefully still is, kid.
Well, I kind of need to get in contact with her. I'm hoping the fact that people see a huge girl walk down on the Undercity is gonna maybe ping her somehow.
Well, as you know, it's hard to get in touch with a lot of people around here. Most of the gangs just are trying to steer clear of any solitudes here. Got some stones in town recently. The only reason that they haven't gotten more attention is because of the fact that the deep and the fins have been keeping the guards busy. But even they heard about what happened to that guy topside.
Wasn't pretty.
No, what I've heard, it wasn't. But
Chad,
oh, how is he?
High Priest of Heron.
Yeah, I know. He got promoted.
Well, I was gone.
Doesn't get
so,
to come down here anymore.
No, I
Good
don't
for us down here.
think he's bogged down with paperwork. I don't think he likes that.
You know I'm
Him-
giving him shit. kid.
Yeah.
You know, basically, like, Grenzo is like the guy he knows better than to piss off anybody around, because he knows that he doesn't want his bar destroyed, and he doesn't want. So basically, you would know that a lot of the time, Underbelly is a neutral zone. Nobody fights an Underbelly because everybody likes it too much, and you know that, like, as soon as you're outside of Underbelly, outside of Underbelly, you're fair game. But the moment you step foot in, it's a bit of a safe zone. But he's not gonna like sit there and harbor people that want other people done. Done in. So yeah, like it's also one of those things. Like even Topside knows that like nobody in Underbelly is gonna rat out anybody else in Underbelly, no matter how much they dislike each other. And it's kind of a place where you don't want to be seen if you're the High Priest of Veyron. It's like one of those. It would be a little bit scandalous for that to happen.
I feel like Chaz wouldn't give a shit though.
Probably not. He can also definitely sneak down here to do it.
Yeah.
His stealth is definitely high enough.
No, he'd probably find it funny if there was like a scandal that he was down there.
Bitch, please. Oh, we lost Hedge.
Ah!
We lost Hedge.
You kicked me out is what happened.
Who?
You kicked me out is what happened.
No, I didn't.
Well, I don't quit.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did click something. Well, I have no. Well, fuck. I'm kind of losing it if because Mara sent lead here, right? Can I do another check to see if I see anything? Or no?
Roll me a perception check then at advantage.
What would be 2 nat ones? Okay, that's actually much fucking better, dude.
This one isn't an advantage because you know it. This one is because someone is aiding you.
Someone aiding me?
Renzo.
Okay, 18, 19, 21.
21. You notice a hooded figure start to walk just out the door. Amelie!
I run after the hooded figure.
No, he's like, he says, don't chase him. I think that one might know something shady. Usually comes around here. Amelie, you're outside and you're kind of like sitting out there. You notice a hooded person.
Dogs talking to the bouncer.
Yep, talking to the bouncer. He's kind of just like, holy shit, no one actually ever talks to me. So he's like enjoying it a little bit. And you see this hooded figure kind of like step out of the bar.
Okay.
And you're just like that. You see one of the dogs kind of like just kind of like give a little bit of a cock eye at the person.
Okay.
Are you with the ones asking questions in there?
Depends on who's asking.
She said. So the person said, are you friends with the ones asking questions in there?
I'm friends with a lot of people.
Then we don't have anything to discuss.
Fair enough.
Can I walk out slowly towards the door?
Slowly, yes. Roll me a perception check.
Normal perception check?
Normal. Rip, if Pot had said yes.
14.
You don't see it. It doesn't look. So you don't know where they are.
Am I able to keep an eye on where this guy's going? Because I'm kind of wigged out by somebody just walking up to me and asking questions and leaving.
Can I join Varys?
Sure, you can roll me a perception check to actively perceive this person walking away. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, they rolled a dirty 20 on their stealth roll. Josaki, you would have been too slow to do it out there too.
Oh shoot.
The DC would have been over 20 for you guys.
God, why is it like all the non-important shit I get all the fucking good rolls on?
Yep. And with that, you start. Say Amelie starts to look over and basically y'all come out basically looking for that. Amelie realizes, oh, they're probably going after the hooded person, but they're gone. There is a piece of paper in the alleyway.
Can I check my pockets? Yeah. Oh.
Well, I grabbed a piece of paper. What's on it?
You don't see it. Yeah.
Okay, pocket's easy.
So yeah, no. The only reason Amelie does is because the fact that Amelie saw the direction that the person went in.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make sure I didn't get pickpocketed real quick.
You did not.
All right. Okay. So, I guess this paper catches my eye. I'm not gonna just leave it there.
You pick it up, and it said, "Tell Varys Rivers if he has questions about, about things, to go embrace his favorite pastime."
Ugh. Go beat the shit out of some people.
Mm.
I'm guessing Amelie shows it to me.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I thought
no,
that
no,
was
don't worry.
assumed.
Ah, why do these fuckers have to be cryptic? I fucking hated this
Because
shit.
Amelie didn't say yes, honestly.
No, and it's not that I'm just he's venting out loud about the people.
No,
It's
you're
like,
fine. You're fine.
yeah, it's just like to his about his friends. It's like why was I the only one that this is what I hate about them. They always have to do this cryptic ass bull like fucking hell.
Yo,
Okay.
right?
Like, Finn, all they had to do was just tell me, talk to me, dude. None of these fuckers can do this. It pisses me off.
Do
Was
you know who
that
you're
someone
talking
you
to right now?
knew?
I think I might be wrong. I think that could have been Mara because of the smell of one of my friends. All
I
I
want to go
re-
home. I feel like I'm being watched. I can't stand this. This feels
You're-
icky.
you're probably being watched. Like half these fuckers here do all this. Oh, it pisses me off. Just fucking fight me. Okay. Well, favorite pastime. I really like beating up people, and the place where my
Okay.
favorite pastime was the fucking pit. So I guess we go there.
I can. You know what? I'm fine with this. Let's go to the pit. Sign me up, baby. I can put
Yeah.
up my fucking staff.
Okay, and it's out of the Undercity too, so we can get out of here.
Everyone roll me a d20. Just a straight up
19.
d20. 19? Okay.
Ooh.
Jesus! Oh, lucky. Alright, so yeah, as y'all are walking up,
Gotta say.
I'll say it, y'all are starting to go down, and then Varys, somebody accidentally runs into, he's like, oh, sorry about that.
Do I know who it is?
No.
Check my pockets quickly.
You notice that there's 50 gold missing.
50.
Do I see which way they run off in?
They are not moving fast yet. They are still only a few paces behind you because you immediately know, wait, this is the area everybody gets bugged. Motherfucker.
I just look at him like, do a better job stealing next time. Make sure people don't fucking notice it. dumbass.
Wait, as soon as you start talking, he sprints.
Why?
How much did
Old
he take?
person.
What?
No, it's fine. It's,
Okay, what whole person? What's the DC?
15. Wisdom.
He is held.
All right. Nice. Let
I'll go
me
talk to him.
check
What the-
that.
What the fuck is this?
Listen, is it a kid? Is it someone?
Something I was
older?
He's
saving
about, like,
for Finn's
16, 17.
slippery ass.
Listen, kid. Next time you try to steal someone, don't do it here. Everyone gets mugged here.
Also,
Be fucking fast. Okay, listen to him. He's smart. He knows how to do this.
you gotta pick your marks, kid. Look at all of us, man. We're not the one.
You look like you had some nice stuff on you.
Yeah, but I mean, look, this guy's huge. I'm decked out. This guy's decked out. She's got a magic staff. She's clearly a caster. Come on. Who taught you? Who taught you the trade?
I'm kind of self-taught. I didn't
You
have
can't
anybody
look at the
around to
kid.
do that. I mean, come on.
That's fair. Look, kid,
Not like I ran with
a.
Azura or anybody.
Wait. Where's Azura?
Pardon?
Hell if I know. I ain't seen her in months. You kind of look like the big guy she used to
I
walk
am the
around
big
with.
guy.
Oh shit. I'm sorry.
You know where she is.
No.
Is he lying to me?
Roll insight.
I will roll insight.
I got a fucking 10, a 12.
He's telling the truth. He just looks super scared of you.
Fuck. Okay, he doesn't know any. Have you seen Anders Mara?
I saw Anders getting chased by guards a couple of weeks ago. Mara's occasionally around here, I think. usually goes over to the old tech shop. You know the place where they take all the scrap. You know the one the one run by old lady Lily. I've heard that she's occasionally around there just because.
Mara texture.
She's one of the few people that actually buy
Texture's
stuff
around
from
here.
that place.
Fine. He doesn't know actually. I'll just
You know that,
okay.
like, again, Mara's kind of like the one where like she tinkers with a lot of like little shit, kind of like just as like a fun pastime. Making like toys for other kids around, that kind of thing.
Oh, fine. Let the kid go, Emily. He doesn't know what he's doing. And
We've gotten everything we need.
yeah, before he leaves, I'll toss him another 10 gold.
Another
I
10,
was
so you're
about to
letting
do
him
that,
keep
but-
the 50?
Yeah.
Wait.
Hey,
What's
as he
your
looks
name,
at the
kid?
10 gold, it's like,
You don't.
wait,
I'd
how
say-
much? As he looks
There's a
what
lot
was
more.
in the bag.
There's a lot more there, kid.
You're
And
letting
I-
him keep it.
Yeah.
I understand letting him keep it.
He basically like shoves the 50 back at you, like takes the 10. It's like,
No.
I can't,
No,
and then he
take
sprints
it.
off.
I grab the kid's head before he runs off.
Roll me a dexterity check.
With
I
advantage?
am going to
I
interject
try
in
to
this.
grab him? 'Cause I do want to talk to him.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll say an advantage.
Straight?
Everybody's doing it. Okay, what were you saying, Pod?
12,
Just-
dude. My rolls are so
Hold
bad.
up, Hedge.
Sorry,
Wait,
Pod, go
what's
ahead.
that? What's up?
The spell lasts for a minute. Has it been a minute?
I would say y'all been talking for about a minute at that point. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So hold person would have ended by now. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 12.
Can I try to grab him?
Yeah. Roll me a dexterity check. 18. Okay, you succeed. And you manage to like barely grab the scruff of his collar. He like, oh, let me go, please. I just,
No, kid, do you
No,
have
wait.
friends?
I can't take that much. People will be
I'm
asking
not-
where I got it,
I'm-
and then I'll get in trouble.
What's your name, kid?
It's Jolie.
Wait, can you say that again? I didn't understand.
Joelli.
Listen, kid. This isn't something you want to get involved in, but if you want to get better at it, I'll be back here tomorrow and I'll teach you a few things. My advice would be learn what you can and get out of this life as quickly as possible.
Don't really have a choice here.
If you need a place to stay and somebody to get food, go to the Temple of Heron. Tell them Varus sent you.
Okay.
Tell head priest Chaz that Varus sent you. He should be
Okay.
able to get you a room a few nights.
Okay. Thank you.
Goodness, y'all are generous.
Yeah, and then he walks off. By the way, you
Yeah.
kept your 50 gold.
Yeah, that's fine. I just look at Amelie and I'm like, that was
You
me,
also
that-
notice it's probably a bad idea to give someone 60 gold in the
That's
Undercity because that would immediately get them beaten the shit out of.
No,
Yeah,
it was more like I wasn't sure if he had any friends he could just give a bit of the gold to. But no, I just look
Figured,
at
but
I look at
still, little
Amelie and I'm like, I was that kid, Amelie, and like, shit's rough.
no one chooses.
Little Weasel better consider himself lucky he bumped into us and not someone else. You know.
Don't call me.
That's true. Yep. Okay. Well,
All
let's
right,
get
the
out of
little
this place.
rodent.
Stop.
The little kid.
Slink or skink.
No kid. Let's just get out of here. And I had to. Yes. Am I right, Hyper, in saying my favorite pastime was beating the shit out of these people and embracing it?
Oh, no,
I don't know
are
what
you?
these fuckers think. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, I don't know, are you?
Like, I think that's what they mean. He really enjoyed fighting.
Alright, let's say that y'all started progressing back through lower Midtown. Before y'all get back up to the proper streets and whatnot, let's say it takes you about another hour to get there. It's starting to be about like, past lunchtime, about 1 o'clock or anything. Would y'all have say y'all gotten anything? What would y'all would have stopped by to get something to eat anytime soon?
Probably,
Ah.
right?
You know what? I'm not gonna say no. I wouldn't refuse a meal.
Yeah, you'll get to try some
Um,
Gualrynian cuisine,
Yeah,
Probably stop by.
true.
which
Maybe some
basically
drink.
tastes like Caribbean jerk.
Oh,
Pretty good.
nice. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, you'll stop at a place and where it's like, trust me, I couldn't afford this place when I was a kid, but this place is really good.
Now I can. Only reason I know how it tastes was because some of the chefs used to give us the food at the end of
Everybody
the week,
mark,
you know.
let's say 2 silver off of your inventory.
God, Varus is so much more richer than when he was a kid.
Yeah. Well, not when you were a kid, then when you grew up.
When you
Started
were-
growing up, yes.
Yeah. So once we're done, God. So I hope these fuckers aren't leaving me on a wild goose chase because I'm gonna start punching all of them.
All right. Well, you'll start progressing over, and eventually you'll get, like I said, you'll back up to Midtown. You'll aid place about that. And then you'll start heading over to the pits. You'll start heading over to this big circular building, which is really
Yes!
out of place here.
Oh, I think as we get closer, everyone sees like Varus get like just a bigger and bigger smile on his face. Oh, I beat up so many people out here.
Yep. And as you start to get closer, you notice a couple people like around. You notice that it says, say that the next that basically the next fight isn't till tonight. Because basically they only did the fighting at night because you just don't really do it during the day. It's just more of a it's a pastime thing. You do it on the weekend, sure, when nobody's working, but when everybody else is working, you just don't do that kind of thing.
Bears.
Yes, Emily.
How do we sign up? How do we sign up?
I can talk to the guy that runs the place. Heads up, it's not that magic isn't allowed, but because magic is allowed, right? What?
It's more so try not to kill people.
Yes. So everything goes. Try not to kill anyone. Try not to make it obvious that you have like a magic focus because people will go after it and break it. That's what I used to do.
That was mostly you.
That was what I used to do.
Most people see that as a little bit of a cheap trick, but you became kind of infamous for doing that.
Yeah, I think cheap tricks are great ways at winning fights. But yeah, like anyone can sign up. Yeah, you can sign up if you want.
Before we move any further,
Okay.
I would like the whole party to elect one person, one player, to roll a d20.
D20. Well, this is kind of Hedge's hometown. I'm gonna say this one goes to Hedge. That's my vote.
Hands.
What if we vote Yagu?
You cannot vote Yagu. No matter what happens, Yagu cannot will not participate as long as Jay is not here.
What does Phil and Joe Jose say?
I don't know.
You're hella the leader.
Yeah, I rolled it.
Jose, Phil
No.
rolled in and we got a vote.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Thanks,
rolled a net
Phil.
one.
Well,
Does this affect me in any way?
this is gonna be fun.
Let's go. It's not my problem.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I'm gonna throw Phil into the pits. Make him play.
How much does this
All
affect
right.
Jaku? As in, okay, can this be lucky in any way?
Nope.
Oh,
Okay. Give me a second. I have to set something up.
oh no.
If anything goes wrong, this is totally Hedge's fault for being indecisive.
A little bit.
Phil, why do you do this to me, Phil? Why do you do this to me, Phil?
Phasmungus.
Phasmungus, dude.
I
Phil
didn't
just
do
likes
anything, dude.
Phil just likes to watch me suffer, you piece of shit. He laughs at my agony whenever we go into Margaret's shop. He just enjoys me suffering.
Where the
How do you know we're gonna suffer, dude? It's just a one. Dude, one is the loneliest number. Maybe you just need a friend.
Surely. It...
Poor Hedge.
So much, Phil.
I feel so bad for him.
My pain is just this. That thank you, Pod. At least someone feels bad for me. Well, Phil.
Oh,
I
we
love-
gotta one because we're getting first place.
Yeah, dude.
While everyone has their collective existential crisis, I'm gonna heat up a burger that's in the fridge. It should only take me about like 2 minutes.
Go for it.
I'll be right back.
How bad are we fucked, Piper?
Dude, we're fine, dude.
I'm just throwing Finn into the pits. He can deal with whatever we have to deal with.
You'll never catch me, dude.
Bro. Phil, what did I do to you, Phil? What did I
Do
do
anything,
to you?
dude. I know. I
took
didn't
his
do
throne.
anything, dude. Oh, true. You did take my throne a few times.
Dude, also, why are you betraying me now, Jose?
No, I didn't do anything. I'm on the sidelines here. I haven't done anything. You can trust me.
Pepe hands, man. What have I done to deserve this?
I'm still on your side. Phasmungus.
Pass, monks.
All right, motherfuckers. Okay. This is gonna be fun. I don't know whether or not I'm lying.
I'm gonna get like stabbed to death by 1,000 guys.
Possibly. All right. So yeah, you're out in front of the bloody bastard. You do see a little place. Varys, you would know it very well. It's a little place called Sign Ups over on the side.
Yeah, is there anyone else? Do we have to sign up outside or do we go inside?
Well, right now they're saying that so they're doing like the sign ups outside. There are a couple guards in front of the gate. But they're doing sign ups, basically seeing like who looks the best for being able for tonight's show if they're taking sign ups.
Yeah, I'll walk up with Amelie because I know she mentioned she wanted to sign up, and I'll
Should we
do I
wait
see
for
anyone on
Pod?
the list?
Just a
Yeah,
sec.
I'll wait. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
wait
let's
till
wait for Pod. This is
Here.
gonna be really funny. It's also gonna be kind of great.
I'm just gonna get my ass shit kicked in, and everyone's gonna laugh at me.
We'll see.
You say we'll see. That's what's gonna happen.
By the way, another option that had 5 outcomes.
We got the worst one.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
Hey, not the worst. Hey, let's go.
Hey, let's go.
Because the worst one would have been boring.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get my shit kicked in. And
I
everyone's
didn't
gonna
say
laugh.
that it was the worst for you guys. That it wasn't the worst for you guys. As in the worst option, as in the least fun option,
So I saved
which
the
is
funny
standard
for you.
gladiator stuff.
Well, standard gladiator stuff would still be fun. It'd be the shit.
No, this is much more fun.
For you.
Well, I'll have to take your word on it.
Fun for you. The DM. Not for the guy.
How much
Not
does
for
that
the-
translate to the party?
Yeah, not fun for the guy who's gonna probably get his shit kicked in.
Oh, this is great. This is gonna be good.
I saw when you go to Gunish,
Could be worse. My first
I'm gonna
idea was to
throw-
throw a Hydra against you guys.
A Hydra.
Bro, I'm just gonna throw Finn in front of fucking Smiles. I'm gonna personally handle Phil to Smiles.
You can never catch me.
One day, I will catch you. I will take Sentinel, and you will not be able to run away. Hate you so much, Mel.
I love your head. You're the best. Stand hedge. Stand hedge. Stand hedge.
Stand edge, stand edge.
I'm gonna. Yeah, that thing's. I'm gonna use Finn as a fucking meat shield. Okay, is Finn light enough that I could carry him with one
Dude,
arm?
I've already been your meat
Yes.
shield, dude. You never get hit.
Blame that on Hyper though. He did.
No, blame that on you not getting high enough initiative to actually draw the fire.
Also, why does Finn run in front of me all the time?
Cause I'm dumb, dude.
I'm dumber than you. I have an
Finn
intelligence
dumb?
of minus
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, by
Finn
the
is
way,
smart.
you have more than double his intelligence.
Yeah.
What
Finn
about
is
battle
smart,
IQ?
but I like hitting things, dude.
Yes,
Buster,
yes.
Buster, Buster, dude. Buster Breaker.
Dude, bust him,
Speaking
bust
of
him.
hitting things, I'm ready to
Won't
get
you-
fucking.
Pod is
I'll
here.
just leave it at that. I'm ready to get fucking.
All right. So yeah, y'all walk up to the thing. It's like, you looking to sign up?
Yeah, who's on the menu today?
Hey, don't I know you? As you actually do recognize this guy.
Mhm.
This is the announcer for the arena. His name is Chenley.
Was Chenley on like good terms with me?
Yeah, he liked you.
Ah, yeah, it's me, Varus.
Black hair, isn't it? Varus, is that you?
The one and only.
How you doing, dog?
Oh, pretty good. Just haven't been in the city for a while, so
Ah,
back for a bit.
she's cute. Your girlfriend?
Friend.
Fred.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of blush.
I do have that effect, sweetheart. But yeah. Since when did you get back in town? No.
Oh.
Chenley.
One. Honestly, just been a day.
Huh. Well, what you here for? You looking to fight?
Sign up. Sign ups. Friends want to join for a fight. I'm kidding.
Just you two or more?
All four of us.
Alright,
Right,
where's your
guys?
other two? Well, actually,
Am I
take that
pointing?
back. As he looks over and he looks straight at Finn and Josaku, I'm taking it's the Shady Human and the Imp.
Wait, I never volunteered for this.
You're not there. They walked off.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
By this point, I changed Revelation to more match the pitch.
Yeah, it's
What? Jose, what?
Change Revelation to like more.
It doesn't
more
change
appropriate.
colors.
Oh,
Sag.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you did not
Aw,
pick a
shit.
god. I was like, you did not get a god that was very style aware.
Dang.
okay.
What was it?
That's fine. That's fine.
Josaku's the opposite of what Drip is.
Did you still have drip? Did you
Opposite.
Well,
Don't
I
let
mean,
them
your
target
armor
them.
is mismatched because the rest of it is like, like a brown, and then you just have like this purple chest plate.
Dude, it works. It works for you, dude. Pose don't make the man.
So,
The man makes
y'all
the
doing
pose.
it? I got a spot.
Yeah.
I got a spot in semi main.
What are we fighting?
It's not as much what as it is what you're doing.
What are we doing?
Go for some King of the Hill.
What's King of the Hill?
No, you do actually know what they would do is actually they would set up wooden platforms, and they would usually do teams of 4 to 6 versus one another. And what they would do is it would basically be the equivalent of like 2 minutes. And what happens is that at the end of every, we'll say this one's 6 seconds, but at the end of every like mini round of the thing, I would say whoever's on the platform gets 1 point. If any team reaches 10 points total or gets 4 points unanswered, I would say they win.
Okay.
No killing. The main goal of this is to push your opponents off of the hill and make sure that you are the ones on top of it. If both teams are on the hill at the end of a round, no points.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Ooh, question for the announcer: is shape-shifting allowed?
Yeah,
Nice.
you can do it. Just try to make sure we don't have to clean up anybody. It's hard to explain.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. I could be civil.
And as he'll tell you, it's harder to explain. It's harder to justify staying open when sits come back in body bags rather than broken instruments. Dick move, by the way.
I would feel bad if they weren't all stuck up pricks.
I mean, still, dude.
Hey,
Do
they're
me
rich,
a
they can
favor.
go buy a
Given the
new
fact that it's given the fact that it's King of the Hill, try not to do that.
one. No promises?
Sits are already pissed off enough as it is. Come on, man. Can you keep them off my back, please?
I'll try. If they don't
Thank
say
you.
anything stupid, I'll just kick them off.
Thank you. That's fine. Their instrument breaks that way by landing underneath them. I'm cool with that. That's part of it. But if somebody deliberately is breaking them, it's whatever. Nice jacket, by the way. Where'd you get it?
Um,
Headmaster of what is it? The University in Gosha?
Good one. No, seriously, where'd you get it?
I just bashed my watcher symbol at that.
Oh shit. Huh.
certified adventure guild members.
Yep.
Not bad. Little Varys, all grown up. Looks like the
Been
mad
keep fighting here my entire life.
looks like the mad dog got put on a leash.
Eh,
Don't worry.
We're
Oh,
breaking that off. As
by the
soon as we
way,
get in that pit.
what should we call you guys when you enter in?
Huh.
Huh.
Wickermen.
I kind of like that.
The Wickermen?
Hmm.
That's y'all's adventuring group name.
Oh, well, not our adventuring group name, but they don't need to know that. Come on, we're only gonna be here like once.
Okay.
How often are we gonna be here anyway? Come on, let's have our cool stage name.
Okay. I'll
I like it.
try to jazz it up a little bit. All right, kid. You know how it goes. No fights until sundown. If you want, go gear up. When you get back, we'll be ready to do it.
Do we get to go inside? Like, do we get to go inside the pits before sundown, or?
You can get prepped on one of the sides, yeah.
Okay.
And if you need any weapons, you know where to get them. You know where Sassandra's place is. I wish I could be there more. But hey, well, along with that, you say you know where the weapon shop is. You know where all that stuff is. Oh, one thing though.
Mhm.
You.
Me?
No. He's pointing at Amelie. He gives you like a look him down. Can you summon shit?
Yes. I'm going to assume there's a rule against that. I already kind
For-
of had that in mind.
For King of the Hill, and when you're fighting, when you're not fighting against monsters, yes, there is. Simply
I
because
thought
it's
so.
no fun watching a completely unfair fight when somebody has completely the numbers advantage.
Yeah, numbers advantage is just no fun.
Wait,
At
no,
that
hedge.
point, I'm
Y'all are the irregulars. Y'all literally signed up as that.
We might want to change that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was suggesting.
We're workshopping right now.
Okay.
Okay.
I do like the Wickerman though.
I was just thinking something that isn't our guild name, so people don't the wrong people don't try looking for us.
Huh?
Like who?
I don't know. Reprobates and ne'er-do-wells?
I'm just curious as to who you think is looking for you.
Dude, I'm still not entirely convinced that Karn isn't sending his undead little minions after us every once in a while. Like, I feel like
I'm telling you as a DM,
he's
he's not because he doesn't care. Like just straight up.
I'm sure that's going to remain true for a while, but when it doesn't, I'm
Amelie's
gonna
gonna
be
be like-
glad I was there to prepare. Exactly.
Fair enough. All right. So yeah, what would y'all like to do with the rest of your day? Because basically, I would like Jay to be here for
Mhm.
this thing.
Well,
Really,
I-
the only thing that I can think of doing is somehow restoring my spell slots, my second level and my third level spell slot that I had used. That's really the only thing I could think of doing.
Unfortunately,
that,
there's
it's,
not enough time to do that.
Yeah, in which case I'll leave it up to everybody else on the table. I'm gonna step out for a second.
Yep, sure. I honestly don't know. Because I mean, let us embrace the pastime.
So you two are gonna go fight stuff?
Oh no, we're all fighting.
I didn't agree. Wait, what? I didn't agree with that.
You're joining.
Yeah. You need to be a party of four to six, so you guys got signed up as well.
I just thought of something. I would like to use the enhanced ability scroll before the fight starts.
Okay.
Specifically, the dexterity buff on Finn. But I just wanted to make that.
May
I can
I
type that down
make
real
an
quick, because I
alternate
am gonna be outside.
suggestion?
Okay.
I would advise not using that on Finn, and I would not advise using dexterity.
Okay, I think I kind of see where you're going. Strength on Varus would probably be a little bit more beneficial.
That would be my suggestion
Yeah,
off the top of my
okay.
head, just because of the fact that Varus is very good at strength checks. Your rage does not give you advantage on them, does it?
Let me double check. I don't think so, but I just want to double check. You
Unless I am
so
mistaken, he gets a +3.
you gain advantage on strength checks
Okay, you advantage
and
on
saving
strength.
Okay.
throws. So it's the weird thing. You gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws, not attacks. But enhanced ability gives advantage on strength checks and non attacks as well.
No, it does
right?
not.
Just,
Only on ability
just
checks.
Yeah, so then it's the same thing as rage.
Okay, then never mind. In that
Okay.
case, dexterity to dodge some of the pushes and whatnot and things like that on Finn would be the next best option. Yes.
In which case, I will go with that.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that before I step outside. Just I got a scroll. I want to use it.
No, you're good. And by the way, Pod, we might cut it a little bit short today because this is the main thing. But I want I want Jay to be here for this part.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. I kind of would feel weird without him around too, because
So
this is
let's see,
this is gonna
especially
be exciting.
with the combat thing, I feel like this is one especially where Also, by the way, with Yagu, I can make the fight much harder because you'll have a
Wait.
bard.
You said you only needed 4.
I said
and Yagu makes 4.
4 to 6.
No,
So we
4
will take the
4
out
to
of the-
6, and y'all signed
we will
up with
take the first
5.
one.
So, anything else that anybody would like to do in the meantime?
Are we just gonna go chill somewhere then, or what are we doing?
I guess so. I think I'm at a loss of what to do, right? Like I said, embrace your pastime.
Yeah, I've got my scroll plan. I'm gonna step outside now.
Yep.
I don't
Oh,
know if I have any.
I
other
did have
leads
some RP I wanted to do that I forgot to do about when you all were back at Grenzo. So we'll retcon this a little bit and go back to there for a little bit.
Mhm.
Oh, how's your mom, kid?
Excuse me?
I'm asking you how your mom is doing. She's
How would
still.
Renzo know that?
I would say y'all talked about it in the bar. Again, he knows, but he just doesn't tell people. And you would know that he knows, but he also doesn't tell people even if they ask. But he also keeps it to people where, again, Grenzo is the guy that hears everything around. Everything in the Undercity, in the Underbelly, anything that anybody tells anybody eventually makes its way to Grenzo. But at the same time, there are things he knows when he can and cannot say it. So, at one point, he would have told you that he heard who your mom was, and he would have called you on your bullshit, whatnot. But he would have also said, it's also nobody's business but yours and mine.
Okay. Last I heard, she wasn't at the old place. She moved. No
Yeah.
clue where.
Word is the Saturn lost its prized jewel. Went somewhere else.
You have any idea where she moved? You do.
So, a little bit. Supposedly, there's a new place in town. Come on, kid. You know I can't give everything up. What did it say? Okay, fine. Stacey looks down at the gold.
Think about it less as the goal and me wanting to go see my mom. Would that help?
That'd be a first.
Gotta go fix some mistakes of mine. I apologize for being an idiot.
Yeah, well. Supposedly there's a new place opening up in town. Called Obsidian. over on the fringes near the wall, up near us in the middle of Uptown and Midtown. Supposedly, it's getting a little bit almost a little bit of things. I'll say it's getting a little bit of traction. Where it is the new Madame say had some money. I was gonna check to see where where the Satin's prize jewel went. I checked there.
Definitely weird having to go in there when you're trying to find your mom.
As he
Not the
starts to
greatest.
smile, is like,
Not the greatest
yeah, good luck trying to
conversation
convince a
opener.
good luck trying to convince a hooker to tell you where your mom is in there, and for them not to immediately thinking that you're wanting them to call you you to call them mommy.
You didn't really have to say that. You didn't.
Oh, I know
really
I
have to
didn't.
say that. One day I'm gonna beat up so many people in the city. So many people.
Varys, you know better than to threaten the guy who pours the drinks.
Yeah, but there's gonna be a point where
Come on,
I'm gonna
man.
be strong enough to do all the stupid things I've wanted to.
Yeah,
And don't
man,
get me wrong,
but
you're a
I don't
friend
care
of
how strong you are, unless you're like Argus Bane. You're not exactly walking in here and throwing hands with everybody.
Not right now.
Yes, that is the line, Jose. That is the line from Arcane, where Vander is talking to the guy, and the other person basically like saying the woman with him threatens Vander, and then immediately say it's like word of advice: don't threaten the guy who pours the drinks. And then they look over, and the entire bar is now like hands on weapons, staring at this pair, and they're like, "Oh shit." That's the kind of thing where like Vander really brought attention to everything. Grenzo knows that Varys is just fucking with him.
One thing I'm gonna do just to show Grenzo, and I'm like, no, you're right. I can't do jack shit right now. And I just show him the guild's symbol, and I'm just like,
Oh,
but give me a bit.
little Varys became a river watcher. Nice. Been a bit since we've had a couple in town, but hey. Usually they stay out of here. But at least they're
Really?
useful. Yeah, only one of the Sits ever even bothers coming down here anyway, other than to start shit. You may know him. Human, black hair, Johnny?
Yeah, good friend of mine. Well, friend of mine.
Yeah, good. Cheats of cards, though.
He cheats at everything.
You see, he can't cheat at pool.
That's fair.
At least I don't think he is. Either you two know magic? As he turns to Finn and Josaku.
Yeah.
You know
Nope.
anything somebody could do
Finn.
subtly to redirect a pool ball?
Finn is actually pretty good at that kind of thing.
You're not here. We're basically like going back and like doing some of the RP that we didn't get to do
Oh.
in the bar. This is at the point where you were still outside with the dogs.
I
Aw,
cast
damn.
Mage Hand. And I like nudge something. My Mage Hand is invisible, by the way.
What the? Oh, that motherfucker.
Isn't he Drow?
Yeah, yes, but at the same time, like, Magecraft isn't like super common. It's like everybody has like a couple things, but it's more of like most magic users are topsiders. They don't usually come down here. Grenzo knows like basis of it, but he's trying to figure out if there's anything. But he doesn't know like enough about magic per se to know if there's something that he could specifically use to cheat at pool. Whereas at Ledger Domain Mage Hand would actually be the perfect way to cheat at pool.
Because I was just gonna say I'm probably the odd one out and not being able to use magic in the city.
Shit. Yeah, most of the time, most of us can do at least a little bit of magic, but not enough when we get all this kind of shit going. Is it just you?
I'm almost wishing I went inside now. I wanted to hype Finn up.
So is it just you three or anybody else?
A friend of ours is outside. She has a dog.
Oh, good.
Well trained dogs.
I don't give a damn. This means I don't have. I mean, this means I don't have to fire Bayesian because he didn't let the dogs in.
Okay.
You didn't try to bribe him to let the dogs in, did you?
Nope.
Good. Because you know I would have thrown him out myself. So, with that, we'll say that with that, everything else happened. We'll say, did y'all do anything else? Oh, did y'all keep the dogs around when y'all were walking through Midtown?
They only last an hour.
I would say that it's still. Say y'all could have gotten to the restaurant within an hour or so.
Then yeah, I would have had them around as long as they lasted.
All right, yeah. What kind of dog do you think they would be?
Probably mastiffs or freaking. I'm thinking, what is it, Doberman?
Are you thinking of
you know,
German
the
Shepherds?
No, I wasn't thinking German Shepherd. I was thinking
Right.
thinking the Dobermans. Give me a second if I can actually remember how to spell that. Okay, yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, it's Doberman.
All right, yeah. We'll say that happened. I'll say that with that, and yeah, you'll go to the city. Is there anything else that y'all would like to look for in the city, or say anything else to do that? That way, I don't want to end it like too early. I want to see if like there's anything else you want to do because this is a big city and there's a lot to do.
While we're at the
I
restaurant,
I can't really afford to do much. The only thing I would really actually the recipes around here might be pretty good. The cooking here is probably pretty decent.
Great.
I would be curious about picking up a cookbook.
We'll see you in the bookstore in 1 second. Phil, what did you say as well?
while we're at the restaurant, can I just like ask something real quick?
Yeah. Who are you asking?
Just the party. I assume we're just sitting down eating.
Yeah.
So, you guys
Okay,
have any more
yeah.
dreams lately?
After the last one from Musk, I haven't really had any dreams.
How
None.
about you, Phil?
Not really, other than the one on the ship. After that, I haven't been contacted, which I consider myself blessed.
Hashtag blast.
You're
The gods can
educated,
stay
right,
out of my
Amelie?
business. They left us here, and they left us. They sent us here to rot. They can leave us here in peace.
You're educated, right, Amelie?
A bit. You could say I am. You know, I'm saying this a bit sarcastically. I am very educated, and I kind of like to show this off.
You ever heard of a Primarch?
A Primarch. It sounds familiar. I think I might have heard of them.
Roll
in my
me a
first
history
stage
check.
history nuts. Okay. Yeah, it's a little.
You've not heard of a
foggy.
Primarch.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
Remember though, like as players, the majority of stuff relating to Nervash, his fall, and his empire were deliberately purged from history.
Fuck.
Like they went through an exerted effort to make sure that like a lot of the mentions of the Primarchs and stuff they just were never kept. So that was why like the DC there was actually very high. It was 24.
My education fails me.
I summon Chester and I just go, "Am I good to talk about this, Chief?"
I say the squirrel kind of like looks at you, kind of like. You can tell Mask ain't there.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's a blessing or not. And I lean in. Basically, we aren't the first people who tasked with this. With taking care of Nirvash. I'm sure you've figured that out by now.
Kind of assumed.
I talked to my predecessor, and so I don't know if any of you are going to be talking to them or whatnot, but there are more things that work than just gods.
Are you telling me?
Also, I'm not certain we'll only be talking to like a singular god each. I'm pretty sure multiple because I've already had 2 gods speak to me, I think, and apparently there's a third one interested in me. So,
by the way,
I'm about to put a crossbow to my head. I'm not a servant to the gods. They can stay out of my business. All right.
By the way, as of
They've
yet,
done-
Finn,
yeah.
only one god has talked to you that you know of. This second one is actually the second one that's.
yeah, I thought the second one was. I thought you said it was talking.
No,
to
it
Oh
was,
no, okay, no, you're right. Sorry, my bad. I was misunderstanding like the way you were phrasing it. No, you were correct. My bad.
I haven't heard a single god talk. I am hashtag bust. Other than must.
I'm just saying there are a ton of powers at work here. I'm not sure it's a great thing happening, but keep an eye out.
As if I'm not already paranoid.
I wonder where was the furthest place I could sail away to that's safe to live in. I have a ship now.
You did not tell them that, by the way, yet. So this is actually news to all of you that he has a ship.
Oh yeah, I forgot
You
to mention.
have
I
a
have
ship?
A ship?
Wait,
Uh,
where?
Argus gave it to me as a gift.
Why didn't we sail it? I guess it would have taken longer to sail it here.
I also don't know how to like really sail, so I kind of need to like learn that.
Where is it
You can
moored?
hire somebody who knows how. Sailors are pretty cheap.
We could fish.
We could fish. But I want to learn how to sail my boat. I need to get someone to teach me. Well, now that we're in Gualryn, I could probably ask someone for like tips.
I'm
Fucking
sorry, I'm
biggest
sorry,
boats
that
in the
fucking broke me! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! It's just the sailing. It's like Vera's thinking about being a pirate, and then Josaku just went out with, we could fish. Like, just the joy with which Jose said it. We could fish.
fish.
I'm sorry.
We
I'm
could fish.
so
We could fish.
sorry.
Make for a
It's
good
just
dinner.
that just fucking got me so hard. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Continue. I apologize.
It's a very
You're good.
genuine moment.
That just got me. I don't know why it's not even that funny, but it just got me.
Lord. But yeah, no, a ship would be fantastic on our travels. For one, it'll be naval support when we attack my parents.
I don't think it is that. Like I can, I think I can attach like crossbows to that thing, but I don't think
Where
it
do you
has
think?
like it doesn't
Uh,
have cannon level of like this thing, but it is a decent sized ship. I just haven't
what are you
tried it out
talking
yet.
about, Ferris? I'm the cannons.
That's fair. You are the cannons. You can fireball people. I don't. You don't need cannons. But yeah, hopefully, like maybe while I can get someone to teach me how to like fucking I don't know drive a ship. I don't know.
That would
Sail
be
a ship. That's the
wonderful.
word. Sail a
Maybe
ship.
your rain friend is here.
God, I kind of hope not. Dude, kind of creeped me out.
I
Dude, you know, he kept on talking about
don't know.
gods.
Finn seems to really like him.
What? I don't. Who's Rain?
He was a creepy god guy who the guy I mentioned who kept talking about gods to me, like Valka, Talos, and Humbly.
Oh, is this the first time he's told me about this? I don't think he ever
Yes.
told me about.
No, wait, didn't I tell you guys about this?
Nope.
Okay.
Because
Finn
Phil
did
has
meet
been
Rain, though,
going nuts
right?
about this guy.
Yeah,
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 no,
Phil
Phil has
knows
been
who
going
that
nuts
is.
about it. Finn, this is the first time he's heard of him.
Okay,
Y'all would have
I
like
thought-
maybe
Well,
seen
but
him on
Finn
the
met-
ship, but y'all
Yeah.
haven't heard Varys like describe.
Okay, so I tell them everything. Like the thing he told me about Humbly, Talos, Valka, the thing about the Red Knight, not Red Knight, but Scarlet and her father and all that shit. Tell them
You would
everything.
think you wouldn't think of that part as like as worth of anything though.
Yeah, I just tell him everything he's told me. Kind of creep me out. Just shut up and stuff. Oh my god, stuff and all that.
Hmm. Well, they do like to spread their influence and all that. Maybe he was just, what's the word? Indoctrinated isn't quite it's too strong.
Follower maybe. Who knows? I
Yeah,
would
one of the faithful, I guess.
probably, but I don't know. Dude spoke in riddles just like gods in it, so I have no clue what he's talking about. I don't know.
In any case, the less I have to deal with these higher up weirdos, the better.
I agree with you. Don't need to deal with this shit.
It does. Talking about this does make me miss our friend Kaba though. I hope he's doing well.
I hope he's doing well too. How long has it been since we last saw Kappa?
I'll say about 3 weeks, almost a month.
Okay. Well, he had to go to like military. What is it?
Yeah, because y'all
Also
spent
military.
about a week. I'll say actually, let's see. Y'all spent a couple days in a care. I'll say you spent about 3-4 days in a care. Y'all spent about a week on the ship. Y'all spent about, well, we'll say about a week in Rosberry. A couple of days. So yeah, right about like 3 weeks, give or take. It's not been that long. Like Nirvash's effect on the world is still fresh on everyone's mind.
Still though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh well, I highly doubt anyone's gonna be able to take him down. I think he's only gonna get stronger, just like us.
can't wait to beat people up, including Argus.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that as well. I want to see how I match up against him. I'm not usually one for throwing myself into situations I know I can't win, but
Wait,
I-
you want to fight the Eye of Nair?
I don't want to fight him. I just want to see how I've grown.
Please
But I think our
make my
expedition in the pit
day.
will be this. I think our expedition in the pit will be proof enough of how we've come along.
Please make my day. What? Well, because also Argus has Mage Slayer.
I haven't forgotten.
Does Sentinel work through his like spell thingy where he?
It does not.
He come-
Sentinel does
And
not
we-
proc off of off of Godscale Flash.
We will beat up Argus.
I don't understand all of y'all's like penchant. for
I'll drink to
violence.
that.
Okay, I would be. Well, I don't want to. Well, I have good reason for wanting to beat him up.
All right, that's fair.
Well, I can make up a reason, but I mean, I understand you have your own ambitions. You're your own person. Forgive me if I'm detracting from that in any way. I have kind of failed to realize that you just recently met your father, and that he turns out to also be your boss.
That is very
Yeah, I can only imagine how painful this whole situation must be for you, especially considering he left you in part. I'm still mad about that. And
It's not. It's not. Well, I look around to make sure like nobody's listening, but I'm like, it's not his fault. He didn't know. B, he didn't leave me in poverty. I ran away from home. My mom was pretty well off. I put
Oh
my-
yeah, you never told them what your mom does.
I know. I did tell them what my mom does when we went out. No, when we went out for that walk in.
Yeah, I think
Big
Amelie
Quan-
suggested
yeah.
that she was going to have some advances with his mom, and that might
Yes.
have been.
Because when we went out of the walk in Fake One before we went back to our
Oh
care,
right, I forgot. Yeah,
Argus-
you told
Argus-
you told them your
yeah.
mom's a whore.
God.
Escort.
Yes, God. Here, Hyper has no decency.
I'm just
he,
trying to trigger hedge, gang. Nah, sex work is real work, so legitimately
no,
respect your.
No, cancel. Fucking, I'm gonna put out a tweet longer about Hyper. No, what's it?
Motherfucker, they ain't canceled me yet.
Cancel.
And you know, motherfuckers, they have tried. They have tried. They ain't done it yet.
I can find something. Door. What is it? Yeah, he just it's like my mom had money. My dumbass decision to run away. I'm not as rich, not as rich as you, Amelie, but like live pretty comfortably.
Is Yagu at the table?
Yes.
Okay. In either case, he could have treated you better. I don't care if he couldn't have known. There are still things that he could have done to make sure things went better, and I give Yagu a couple of glances. When Jay gets back to this table, Amelie has a lot of things to
a
say.
lot of questions.
A lot of things to say.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I could be angry at him, and I kind of am. But there's a lot of other people I could be angrier at, and I would rather put my anger towards beating up other people. Like, I don't know. I'm more pissed at honestly Vanna for the way she's run this fucking city.
Fair enough. It looks miserable in some of the darker places, in some
It
of the
wasn't.
lower wards.
It wasn't always this miserable.
So, Amelie,
Ye.
roll me a history check here. Actually, everyone other than Varys, roll me a history check. Yeah, we'll have differing DCs depending on who you are.
Come on.
So only
No
only
advantage?
two of you hit the DC, and Pod, you were one of them.
I'm
What the
supposed to be
fuck?
good at this, dude. What the fuck?
So believe it or not, Pod, your DC was actually 7
What?
because you are from a wealthy family who has had a lot of international business. So you are more enlightened to some of the aspects of like other cities and about how that is. You would know of Gualryn, particularly as someone with I would say with more money. You would know it's more of a stay in only the good parts of town. Yours was not much higher, Phil. Yours was a 10. So you actually barely missed it. Josaku's was a 15, and he hit it.
Yo.
It was legitimately a situation where Finn would know this because he's because being from Southern Nair, so not too far from Annabora in the first place. Whereas Amelie and Josaku are both from port towns, being around nobility. So they would have heard things from like various shipments and things, sailors who had traveled from that area, things like that. You would have heard various things about how Gualryn has one of the largest class divides in the world.
I've always heard rumors, Varys, but seeing it for myself, it's kind of painful to look at.
From what I've heard, it wasn't always this bad. Things went to shit when Vanna became guild leader.
You would know that divide has actually been there for hundreds of years.
The divide has been there for hundreds of years.
But the only thing that Vanna had influence over is basically like that the citizens just basically slowly got worse and worse and worse.
Vanna made the guild a laughing stock, pretty much. No one
I really
really.
can't stand this woman. I don't care if she got her witchcraft off on me. I'm glad I said what I said. You know what I told her? I had my business face on at first, you know. It's business. I'm not going to be a bitch when people's lives are at stake. Once that was all done and over with, I told her that I had been to one of her concerts before in the past. I think I was like 4 or something like that. I don't even remember it, truth be told.
You've been like
I told
8.
her that she had the voice of a banshee and that the gods hate their children. I might have also called her vanity.
As soon as you mentioned this part, like as soon as Amelie mentions this, Varus just like he loses his shit. Like he breaks down laughing because like this is the you're my fucking hero, Amelie.
It was worth it. It was so worth it.
I am. Nobody in this city has the fucking courage to speak up to Anna. It's so fucking
By
frustrating.
the way, I went very tame on Vanna's response.
Is it the best
No doubt of
idea
that. I have no
to
doubt of that.
Oh no, there are much worse things that I could have done to you. And I'm talking like as a result of the dominate person. There are a lot of embarrassing things, but I felt like, okay, that is not something as a DM I want to have on my conscience doing to my players. Like as a character, Vanna would do some fucked up shit to an extent.
Fair enough. Either way, I don't regret it.
For a moment, she
I-
considered you making you faceplant in a local stable.
She would have made a. Not going to say she wouldn't have
Like
done me.
faceplant into horse shit. That was very much an idea that crossed my mind, and that was the more tame ideas.
Is it the
Well,
best idea to?
One of my more tame ideas is looking into dark druid rituals, see if I can throw her in a freaking box and set it on fire.
She was just teleported out of it.
I mean, we could do it one day. Not today, but maybe one day you could do that.
I tease though. I tease. No, really.
I know. I'm not
at
opposed to
this
that. You could do it one day. I would pretty much probably help you.
Yeah, Amelie gets kind of serious at this point. Please don't tempt me. There's. Oh lordy, there are some dark thoughts that have run through my head. Please do not tempt me into looking into some of the dark things that the druids have done, because they have been backed into corners in the past, and when push comes to shove, it got nasty.
Amelie, history check.
Damn it!
No, this is a good one.
Okay. Oh God! It was
Nope,
almost an
10.
18.
10 is the DC.
Okay. God,
You've gotten very lucky on the last two. You meet it, you beat it.
Yo, meeting it.
You also know historically that it was a druid that basically single-handedly ended the last Great War by single-handedly murdering both the Yulari King and the Sapphire Empress with her, I'll say, using her magic to basically kill her with what was the equivalent to her bare hands.
Yeah. I'm all for getting stronger and being able to defend myself and you guys as well, but there's a limit. I don't want to end up like Karn, and I think that's a path that I might accidentally stumble onto one day.
By the way, you also know which druid that was.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's Leofiel.
Well, you don't have to worry about Light becoming like Khan. We'll stop you.
Because it's awesome turning into
You're
a
a
deep
fan.
dragon in the middle of the fucking Yulari
if you
King's throne
do-
room, and then turning into a Gorishtra on the battlefield and ripping the Sapphire Empress's head off.
Hyper weaving out over his own lore. I love it.
Yeah, so like if you are worried
Enjoy
about turning into
yourself.
someone like Khan, well, I could just give you a punch, and like the rest of us are here to help you. And,
I
like,
appreciate that.
I don't think anyone is gonna let that happen to you.
I really do appreciate that. I don't think I would have the respect for life that I do, I think it is, if I hadn't been blessed with Nanny Van Hanny. She's a wonderful woman. I'm glad she got to know about this.
I mean, magic is pretty cool. You fuckers are lucky. I can't do shit. I'm one of the very few people in this fucking city that can't do any magic.
You know, Annie Kanes Venhana.
God, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
I want to cast magic.
She got lucky. I'm so happy for her. Genuinely, like, out of character, I'm so happy for her.
By the way, you haven't told this
But,
to any of
yeah.
your party mates.
Oh, yeah, I haven't. I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't really know how to exactly bring it up organically. I'll save it for later. I'll just have to remember that I haven't mentioned it yet.
Phil, what'd you want to say?
I'm done.
No, what'd you want to say?
What do you want to say? Sorry, yeah, man.
Nah, I'm done.
Please.
No, Phil, please.
Hey, Phil, please.
No, we'll talk about it after stream. Continue with your thing.
Okay.
After the stream? Okay.
Because like I'm pretty much done saying what I want to say.
Me too.
Okay, yeah. I mean that's pretty much it as far as the restaurant. We'll say, is there anything else anybody wants to do apart from the restaurant thing?
Look into some Gualryn cuisine or Gualryn cooking.
Gualrynian.
Get a yeah, Gualrynine cook.
Gualrynian.
Gualrynian.
Yep.
Gal-
All right. Roll me a perception check to find a bookstore.
Right. I very highly doubt I can get Varys's help on this one. 18. I'll take that.
You don't need it. You easily find a bookstore. There is a cookbook of local cuisine. It will be 2 silver.
Okay, nice. Awesome.
So go ahead and mark
2
2
silver
silver.
out of my inventory. I very highly doubt I can afford it. I only have 40 gold, but do they have any like scrolls or anything like that? Maybe even a spell book?
They do not have any scrolls. Spellbooks, they have a couple of them.
Can I bring Finn here?
Go for it.
Phil? Finn, I think I might have found a couple of things you might be interested in.
I wasn't paying attention. What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. I found a bookstore in Gualryn, and there are a couple of spellbooks here. I was wanting to take Finn to the bookstores, see if he was interested in any of the spellbooks.
I already have a spell book though.
Oh, come on! Add a little to your repertoire. You're a smart guy. You can do it. I'll even chip in some of the cost. I ain't. I'm not as loaded as y'all are currently, as much as it soils my mouth to say, but I don't mind chipping in for a friend.
Did you just say friend?
Did I meant retainer. But we can go with friend.
was so sweet for like half a second.
I mean, I really don't need one. I can't really cast. I'm not like you. I'm not a real like magic user, so I can only cast like first level spells.
You're not even gonna look at him? Come on! At this point, I literally have him by the hand, and I'm like kind of leaning back as if trying to pull it. I
I'll
know
go
he
with
only
her to
has
the
a strength
bookstore.
of 6, but I'm 5 foot.
I'll go with her to the bookstore, whatever.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Finn. You're a blessing.
So look in, and they do have like spell books. They are ranging from low end to high end, with some higher end ones having like upwards of fourth level spell, say up to like fourth, fifth level spells. Um, those are the pretty expensive ones. For the lower end ones, they even have like mini spell books that only have like 2 or 3 spells in it.
What are the
So dumb.
smaller ones might be a good investment?
I'll look at one of the smaller ones.
Okay, yeah. Roll me a d20. This will determine what spells are in it.
Is this for both of us?
Yeah. Each of y'all pick up one. Roll me a d20. 19. Okay.
Nice. Good one, Finn. Ha!
Oh, I get to have some fun with this. Okay. Let me pull up the wizard spell list for a moment. Okay. So, let me start with Amelie's, because this is gonna be funny.
I ain't ready.
Amelie, your spell book has Gust. Let's see. That is
Already a pretty interesting spell. Okay.
let's see. Prestidigitation and
It's not.
True Strike as the cantrips.
Oh.
You rolled a natural 1. Of course you were gonna get True Strike.
I'm just gonna put it back. In my head, I'm thinking it would be. In my head, I'm thinking it would be better to just burn it and put the world out of its misery. But
oh come on! I didn't even get to the first level spells.
you got to Gust. Isn't that a first level spell?
That's a cantrip.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
So your first level spells were Expeditious Retreat, Jump, Long Strider, Ice Knife, and Witch Bolt.
Okay. A long stride might actually be good with Finn.
It's not. It's not worth a first level spell slot. Long Strider is one of the worst spells at first level.
Well, Expeditious Retreat sounds pretty good. That one might be good for Finn.
Kinda. It's more of
Ice Knife is a pretty decent damage spell. That might be good for Finn.
So Finn actually has Long Strider as a class feature. It's called.
It's just disengage, isn't it?
Its dash is a bonus action.
Okay, that's what it is. You're trying.
Oh, sorry, no, that's Expeditious Retreat. I'm sorry, that's Expeditious Retreat. Long Strider, it is your target speed increases by 10 feet until the spell ends. Jump is just bad. The creature's jump distance is triple until the spell ends. These are the spells back in Sprintfall you would know were mostly jokes.
Finn, Ice Knife is pretty decent. No, I'm not making you pay off for a whole book for this. No, this is a joke.
So, Finn! Your spellbook has Message, Firebolt. One moment, I gotta get to the next page. Prestidigitation and Shocking Grasp for the cantrips. For the first level spells, you see it has access to Burning Hands, Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Jim's Magic Missile, Mage Armor, and shield.
Some of these are actually pretty good.
You ought to pick it up.
Uh,
Better than the one I found.
I don't know, because then I'd have to transcribe the spells I have, unless I use 2 spell books.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can. What's stopping you from adding in some blank pages to your main book and transcribing them that way? Well, I'm sure we'll have time to do it as well.
It would take me like material, because I don't know how to cast any of these spells. It take me materials to figure out how to cast them and stuff, and it'd take a while. I don't know if we have that kind of downtime.
That
Plus,
is true.
it would cost this cost of the
Well,
spell book plus the transcription of the spells. I don't know.
Let me see how much that is. By the way, if it was a natural 20, it would have been the best spells that you don't own. Say that you don't own, but with a 19, I had to include like 1 or 2 that you did, namely shield, just because like if it's gonna be the good spell book, it's gonna have shield, like just straight up.
yeah.
Let's see. The writing it down would cost you, just making sure I've got this right. Spellbook, 2 hours and cost. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's 50 for first level, right?
Holy shit!
What's up?
Copying down one of those spells into Finn's spellbook costs 50 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm a druid. What's stopping me from growing the materials you need? Or freaking call into animals. Why not?
That ain't how that works. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Because it's got a physical cost. Can't really change.
I close the book and I put it back and I say I appreciate the thought, Amelie. I think I came in here, not the richest guy in the world, but I'm leaving out here with one thing of unquestionable value, and that's a new friend.
Ah!
Now I'm gonna head out.
Give me oh, well, all right. Ooh. Yeah, there ain't really nothing else in here I need, I don't think. I've got my cookbook as soon as I add it to my inventory.
Mm-hmm. You can just create a custom item and put Gualryn in cookbook.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything in here I can afford anyway. And I already have 1 spell book. Considering I'm not taking a lot of levels into wizard, I'm not going to really need a lot of spells.
Yeah, you're gonna get more use out of hell around a spellbook than you would this thing.
Yeah. That is a bit of a shame, but it's okay.
Just because
Get some cute out of it.
the majority of those spells were already in Helarona's book.
Yeah.
The only thing you would be missing out on here that's like actually a big one would have been oh my god, what was it? Fucking I had it and then I lost. Oh, comprehend languages. No, it has comprehend languages. Then which
Oh, it
one-
does? Nice.
Which one was it that it doesn't have? Oh, it doesn't have like burning hands or whatnot. We already know that. So yeah, there's a lot of overlap here.
Okay. I'm content. I got my cookbook.
All right. So we'll say that everybody waits till the time for the arena, and then y'all all are basically like in the setup room. For that, as you hear fights going on outside, you get ready, and then it gets like semi-main time. So yeah, and are you okay if I actually end the thing here? That way we can, have like the intro and everything into the arena and all that, and have it like kick off next week and sort of like this like big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's also a little bit of a hellacious day at work the past couple days, so like I didn't get as much time
Yeah. That's
to
fair.
prep for stuff as I did before.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. All right, gang. Well, with that, that is about where we're going to end the session here tonight. We'll be back next week as we see everyone in the regulators, who's going to be the Wickermen. Welcome to King of the Hill.
You good time?
Ooh.
I thought you would have had more of a reaction to that, Hedge.
I like it.
Oh, I'm just exhausted right now.
Yep.
I am on Drags Lightning right now.
That's also another thing is I figure everybody's like a little bit wiped out today, and I think we got into some good
Yeah.
stuff tonight. But yeah, you'll get to play some King of the Hill.
God damn it,
I
Bobby.
still got some energy in me, but yeah, that was a really good
God damn it, Bobby! God damn it, Bobby! I'm sorry, I gotta do it right. I've got.
Wait,
God
are those
damn it, Bobby.
characters on the other side?
Yes, they are.
I wish I could zoom in on this thing. Damn it.
You can on your end.
Is it on the Roll20? Am I stupid?
God
Yep,
damn
it is on the
they're all
Roll20.
fucking
It is
hot.
on the Roll20. Okay. Oh.
What'd you say?
God damn it, they're all fucking hot again, dude.
That is literally the base drow. I can't
Look.
do. That is literally tokens created by Wizards of the Coast.
Look.
Fuck you. I can't do anything about that.
I love elves too, Ray. I am an elf connoisseur. But like, come on, dude. There's not one that's not like a supermodel. Come on, fucking artist, dude.
What the fuck do you want me to do?
I don't want anything from you. I'm talking to the artists who can't hear me, but I'm still talking to them
The
anyway.
Coomers.
It's like, come on, dude. Come on.
With that, guys, we're gonna sign off for the night. We'll check you on that next week. We're gonna do all that. See ya. And is it Wednesday yet? Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's kind of cringe to imitate criminal with that. But see ya. Goodbye and good night.